Madam Chancellor, I have the honour to present the degree of Doctor of Music honoris causa posthumously to the late Sibongile Khumalo. Sibongile Khumalo has been hailed as South Africa's First Lady of Song. Equally at home in the genres of jazz and opera, she performed on the stages of the Royal Festival and Elizabeth Halls at the South Bank Centre in London, the Kennedy Centre in Washington, D.C., North America's oldest musical festival, the Ravinia in Chicago, the Het Muziektheater in Amsterdam, as well as every major theatre and jazz club in South Africa. Sibongile Khumalo was born on the 24th of September 1957 and grew up in Orlando West, Soweto. Her parents, Grace and Kabi Mngoma, were active community members involved in cultural upliftment and instilled in her an abiding love and appreciation for South African music. Her mother, Grace Mngoma, worked as a nursing sister and what is known as a health visitor, a nurse who visits families to promote healthy lifestyles, especially of young children. Her father, Professor Kabi Mngoma, was a historian and professor of music at the University of Zululand. In 1987, he was awarded an Honorary Doctorate by Wits University in recognition of his service to the culture of the nation and its music. Guided predominantly by her father's influence, Sibongile studied violin, singing, drama, and dance from the age of 8 under Emily Motsiloa, a pianist, leader of an all-women's band, and influential musical personality in township circles. At the age of 14, Khumalo knew she wanted to be an opera singer, but her father discouraged her. There were no opportunities for black people in South Africa, especially opera singers. Khumalo decided to teach music instead. She completed a BA in music at the University of Zululand, did BA honours at Wits, as well as a postgraduate diploma in management from the Wits Business School. She worked as a music teacher, administrator, and researcher at Fuba Academy and the Madimba Institute of African Music, based at the Funda Centre in Soweto. She started singing professionally in about 1991, and in 1992 performed her first series of concerts called Three Faces at what was then Kippie's Jazz Club in Newtown, Johannesburg. This was a pivotal moment which marked the genesis of her distinctive musical repertoire. Winning the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Music the next year launched her into the limelight and was a major stepping stone in her career. A highlight of this illustrious career was in 2002, when she premiered the title role of Princess Magogo in the first Zulu opera, Princess Magogo Kadinu Zulu, composed by Mzilikazi Khumalo. This was later also performed in the US. Her debut album, Ancient Evenings, was released in 1996. This was followed by Live at the Market Theatre in 1998, Immortal Secrets in 2000, Quest in 2002, and Breath of Life in 2016. Her exceptional contribution to music was realized by her being conferred with honorary doctorates from Rhodes University, the University of Zululand, and the University of South Africa. Sibongile Khumalo was far more than just a singer. She served in various arts industry structures which served to uplift communities through the arts. These included being chair of the National Arts Festival and a board member of Opera Africa. She was the deputy chair of the Southern African Music Rights Organization, a fellow of Africa Leadership Initiative South Africa, and a member of the Aspen Global Leadership Network. She was the founding chair of the Performers Organization of South Africa and the Association of the South African Businesswomen in the Arts. In 2007, she launched her own label, Magnolia Vision Records, which was involved in performance, production, and management. She founded the Kabi Mngoma Foundation, a resource for practitioners of indigenous music and dance. She continued to be involved with the Kongisa Academy for the Performing Arts, an outreach project which her father founded in 1976 when he was at UniZulu. Her accolades included winning the Standard Bank Young Woman Artist Award for Music in 1993, which was a defining moment in her career, only about a year or so after starting to sing professionally. She has also won 4 South African Music Awards for her light music and jazz recordings and 3 FNB Vita Awards for her opera and concert work. The South African government awarded her with the Order of Ikhamanga in silver in 2008 in recognition of her excellent contribution to the development of South African art and culture in the musical fields of jazz and opera. In 2013, the Naledi Theatre Awards bestowed Khumalo with a Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of her talents in acting, opera, jazz, teaching, and being a strong activist for the advancement of theatre in South Africa. Dali Tambo, then chair of the Naledi Awards, said at the event that she was an inspiration to all who witnessed her performances. She graced many prestigious occasions. These included President Nelson Mandela's 1994 inauguration, his 75th birthday, and the Two Nations Celebrate concert welcoming him at the Royal Albert Hall in London in 1996. She also performed at SA's 50th anniversary celebrations at the South African High Commission in London. She led the South African and New Zealand national anthems at the World Cup rugby final in 1995. And she was the mezzo-soprano soloist in Verdi's Requiem under the baton of Sir David Wilcox during the South African tour of the London Bach Choir. She continued to mentor young performers and was an ardent proponent of arts education and how it can be used for social upliftment and justice. She is a legend who enchanted audiences. She inspired the creation of new music by South African composers, both in the classical and jazz genres. In recognition of Sibongile Khumalo's contribution to music and the arts, and her commitment to the advancement of arts education, it is fitting that the University of the Witwatersrand should honor Sibongile Khumalo and her work by bestowing on her a posthumous Honorary Doctorate degree in music. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Music honoris causa posthumously to the late Sibongile Khumalo.